As students head back to school, a group of high school students will go back to their classrooms equipped with some new skills.
In tonight's Education Matters, Juanita Stevenson joins us with a look at how a week-long program at Fresno State prepared them to be leaders.
The Central Valley Emerging Leaders Summit is designed for students who may not think of themselves as leaders. Over 4 days, these students did learn they do have the right stuff.
Red team, let's go ahead and take up this slack.
You could say deciding to take on this ropes course takes courage.
Use your right hand and pull yourself.
You've got to have a certain amount of confidence to believe you can do it. You trust your team, and you're not afraid to step out on your own. 2, 1, yeah! 16-year-old Alita Rassasambath may have been terrified to take the leap.
It's shaking like crazy!
But she did. And says she learned something in the process.
One, I learned to trust in your teammates, definitely. You know, if you don't trust your teammates, you won't be able to accomplish anything. And also that to get off your comfort zone. If you want to push yourself to become a better person, or if you want to improve, then you need to get off your comfort zone and just push yourself to your limits.
These are all traits of good leadership. And Lolita is just one of 100 Valley High School students who spent a week at Fresno State learning what it takes to be a good leader.
I think leadership development, especially in 2017, in our country and in our world, is so absolutely essential.
President Joseph Castro kicked off the week-long Central Valley Emerging Leaders Summit, an idea developed and ran by Fresno State staff and students.
We do a number of different things. We focus on leadership, on college and career pathways, and on community service.
Community service was a big part of the learning experience, with students fanning out over Fresno, giving their time and help to organizations like Habitat for Humanity's Restore.
Not what I expected, but it's teaching me a lot, and a lot of hard work, but I know it's very good cause.
Students also spend part of their day at the community food bank. 16-year-old Jason Pritchard said he'd done this kind of volunteering before.
I think it's just good to give back, you know, to those that are less fortunate, that don't have homes, that can't afford to have a meal every day.
But Jason, just like 16-year-old Trinity, said they had not participated in leadership activities at their schools.
It was cool to meet other leaders, and they're teaching us a lot. I've really learned a lot about myself, like what kind of leader I am.
A manager. Very different from a leader.
Fresno State said it developed this program for students who didn't necessarily see themselves as leaders. There were classes teaching them leadership skills.
A leader is someone who takes initiative.
Each student defining what they believe makes a good leader.
You have to have confidence in yourself to follow up with that courage to do something big.
During their 4 days on the Fresno State campus, students were surrounded by good role models, leaders who encouraged them.
There are many things you could have done the last 3 or 4 days, but you chose to be here. And that's the first step to becoming a leader.
The experience may have impacted each student in a different way, but all of them left with the kind of confidence they may not have had before.
From, you know, like the little leadership obstacle courses to the classrooms, everything that I've learned so far, hopefully I can use it and make my school a better school.
Now, during the Leadership Summit, each student created a community service project to address an issue in their community, and now they can use those skills, is hope, when they go back to their school to come up with that.
All of that
plan.
in 4 days?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. But they stayed on campus, so it was around the clock.
You know, you learn the math, the science, all that, but sometimes it's these lessons that stick with you as much as any other test that you might ever take.
Yeah, learn more from doing.
Well, Juanita, thank you. Appreciate it.